All right, we are live. This is the first A Few Good Minutes for me this week. I'm Brent Leary. I have to say, I am digging this new light I have. It's really, I'm feeling really inspired by my lighting choices this week because I'm definitely not inspired by my Rams this week. So, anyway, I'm not going to go off on a tangent on that. I'm really excited to have with me Fernando Angulo, who is from Semrush, and we're going to be talking about uh, a big day that's coming up tomorrow. And I hope it's a big day for small business, small retailers, small e-commerce folks around this second Prime Day. But before we jump into all that stuff, Fernando, thank you for joining me, man. This is great.
Thank you, Red. I'm really happy to be here. And for all sellers, if you are a seller on Amazon, you are into e-commerce, tomorrow is your day. It's the biggest day, I believe, for all of you. And if you are not there, you need to be there.
Wow. Okay. Perfect setup. I'm gonna pop up the some numbers I got from the folks over at Adobe. They are forecasting $209.7 billion of business going on for this holiday shopping season. I think that represents about a 2.5% increase year over year. So that's some significant numbers, and they're expecting about 11 billion just for Cyber Monday, which usually I think is the biggest, at least, day of e-commerce in the year. And then, of course, Amazon. Now, Amazon, they traditionally have been doing this Prime Day thing. It's usually once a day, once a year. And this past year, as you can see by this number, also provided by the folks at Adobe, the first Amazon Prime Day this year, I believe they made about 12 or 13 billion. But look at the overall economic impact: 73.7 billion spent in July, and that's kind of with that first Prime Day being, I would say, the flame that started the business. So when they announced this second Prime Day, first of all, it's the first time they've ever done that, which is interesting. And then, well, what does that exactly mean? Not just for Amazon, but what does that mean if that first Prime Day where Amazon made 12 billion, but the impact was 72 billion? That means a lot of other businesses are able to jump in on this. So that's why I was really interested in having Fernando join me, because you, as you kind of explained and talked about, when you first came on, this is not just an opportunity for Amazon. This is an opportunity for any kind of retailers altogether. What Give me your just overall impressions of how important this particular second Prime Day is potentially for not just Amazon, but for other retailers.
Definitely. Well, the numbers are really good. Starting from that, this is gonna become a tradition with Amazon. At the beginning of spring, it was the first Prime Day. At the beginning of fall, it's gonna be the second edition, and every year we're gonna be having Prime Day at the beginning of spring, then the second one. Why is that?
Mm.
Well, the first time was an experiment, a successful experiment that it brings a lot of, as you mentioned, there are billions of dollars. Right now, the expectative from the people, from even from sellers, but also from customers, is really, really huge. I was part of the first one, if you, as we were mentioned at the beginning, and I'm looking into what's going to happen tomorrow. I have already a lot of offers. I'm part of the trends team in Semrush. So my role, my position right now is I'm senior market research for Semrush, and I'm following all these trends, how these products that are enabling more visibility online because of their listing, because of their ads, their support, their budgets are working. And we have different tools to measure this and to help sellers to be more productive. We call this, they're going to be receiving a lot of online visibility tomorrow and the next prime days in spring and in fall. The winner here is obviously Amazon, but they are not alone. All the e-commerce businesses, small businesses, if you are a solopreneur as well, and you're into Amazon, you're going to be receiving a lot of visibility. If you are there, I don't know, since 10 years ago or 8 years ago or last year, if you enter there, we're receiving a lot of metrics in regards of the products, the services, the ranking position that these products has on Amazon, and there are several new offers for basically everyone. You were mentioning also Cyber Monday, uh, which is huge as well. But the size of the promotion, the discounts that Amazon is offering, uh, only them, I believe, only them, they can afford that.
Mm.
50% discount on literally electronics, 40% discounts on that. Even there are some products, for example, for home, for gardening, just as an example, they have 60% discounts on a variety of products. So they are doing a lot of effort to make this day a tradition, to give us the opportunity for sellers, for e-commerce sellers, to be there and to have more visibility for the products that we are offering. So in any case, it's a win-win for sellers and for customers.
So I was digging into some of the Adobe numbers a little earlier, and some of the kind of the commentary that went along with the numbers and what they're saying. And it sounds like you're kind of proving this out. It feels like maybe it's because of this second Amazon Prime Day that people, shoppers, are actually going to start their holiday shopping season process sooner. And because of the discounts that are available right now, people are cashing in now. People are going ahead and spending their kind of their money now. And so there's going to be a potentially a slight increase overall with that $209 billion number. But what it sounds like is if you don't have your offers already ready to go and put out there right now, and maybe Prime Day, this second Prime Day is kind of the start of the bulk of this. You don't want to be waiting around and giving your offers till Cyber Monday. You actually want to get your stuff going now. So maybe you could talk about some of the best ways that some of these smaller retailers can take full advantage of what potentially is, a holiday shopping season that might be slightly better overall, but you probably want to get those dollars now rather than wait later.
Oh, yes, definitely. Well, if you are a seller in Amazon and you have your group of products, there is one metric that you definitely need to be following, which is sales ranking. The average position that your products are on the listings when somebody's looking for that. So that's basically everything for you. These metrics is it's going to be your whole, because this is the metric that is showing you how popular is a specific category, and inside of that category, specific products. If you, as a seller, wants to be sure that you have success, look into that number. What is your sales ranking average position? And you will be sure that you are doing a good job if you are using, of course, analytics. We in Semrush, we are data lovers. I love to say that, because when we see the numbers, we can take decisions. We can be flexible with some of the prices of the product. We can do anything. And in order to be there for the entrepreneurs, for the e-commerce sellers, you need to be aware that there are a lot of tools that can help you to do that. One of those tools is actually one of our own tools, of course, that is called Sales Zone. If you are if you want to be more visible on Amazon, you need to understand, of course, how people are trying to find a product similar or the same product that you are offering. And in order to do that, you need to be able to provide the relevant keywords for those products. You need to be able to understand what are the key messages, what are the CTAs, the call to actions. And of course, with all these insights, you need to do a test. So you cannot go outside and say, okay, this is my top product. I'm going to be selling that to this group of people. You need to do split testing, because sometimes people are not, well, we customers, right? We are not very sure. We're not so sure about the product that we want to buy. We like to be informed. So that's one of the typical stages when someone is shopping, someone's trying to buy something. We look for information. And when people are looking for information, they're going to be searching and comparing. Those keywords that you need to use are basically related keywords, uncommon keywords that maybe you are trying to sell bicycles or, I don't know, televisions, but maybe people are trying to find, I don't know, the next Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. So you need to mix all those keywords by interest. And how you find what people are interested in, right? So basically, analytics. You look into tools like, for example, the one that I'm mentioning you, and you will see the traffic sources, how people are finding this type of products, and you will gonna see as well the listings that are more optimized to be present on that search query on Amazon. Just for an instance, you have your own product listing, right? If you want to be optimizing that, you need to have at least 3 pictures for the product that you want to sell, and you need to provide all the details with the right keywords. Not only the name of the product, but also the variety of combinations with the product and the utilities. One of the most interesting keywords today is, of course, how to use this product, or what is. For example, I don't know, for the latest AirPods to 2022, which are AirPods Pro, they are a really nice product, but people already know how to use it, right? But if you have other type of AirPods, like, for example, not Apple ones, you need to describe how to use it, when to use it. They are waterproof. They are IP6, IP7. You need to provide all those details, but you need to be a little bit different from the rest, from the competitors. When you are doing that A/B testing the right keywords, the uncommon keywords, you will have a better idea at the end of the day. So basically, having the analytics at the top, comparing the products, using the keywords, following the final metrics, which is the visibility in Amazon, the ranking position that you will have a best and bigger picture about your possible outcome.
So, I mean, you just went through a ton of stuff, a lot of helpful stuff. When it comes to getting the right keywords and doing the keyword research and filling out all the description and detail of your listings, and how important, if you had to rank that versus the discount stuff, because it sounds like, and you're going through some of the Adobe stuff and even some of the things that you mentioned, if you're able to have some pretty significant discounts that people, because people are looking for deals. So if you had to concentrate or try to figure out the right optimal mix of time spent on getting all of the keywords and all that versus creating the right deal and the right offer, how do you optimize that right now?
Well, this is the beauty of search. When you have a search query, let's say a keyword, anything. For example, laptop, Lenovo 11, whatever. You have people from different stages. Some of them are in the informational stage, which is basically they are trying to find anything that will convince them to buy that product. There are others that they are only on the final stage. I want to buy this thing because I have that discount. So buy Lenovo 11 tab, whatever. They are going to be in another stage of this buyer journey. So for each stage, what we are offering here is to test which one of the keywords is the best result. But when you are mentioning, okay, I have different proposals, different discounts from different companies, the differentiator here is the right keyword for the person that is at a certain stage, let's say informational. We need to provide a better description or a better content. In this case, content works perfectly about that product, about that service, and something that is really useful, of course, when we're talking about Amazon listings, are comments, are reviews. When you have several old, let's say old, or buyers that already tried your service, your products on Amazon, people will find those. Those works really well in terms of discounts, in terms of keywords. When people are mentioning your services, that's also works really well. So in this case, you have the content, the description, but that's not everything. You need to you need to be aware about also about the pictures. As I was mentioning, 3 pictures of the product needs to be the minimum. I saw that there are many listings with only 1 or 2 pictures. That's not enough. You need to have more pictures. And mixing all of that with tomorrow's day, in just a few phrases, what is all this about? It's about traffic. They are going to be given shoppers for the whole day and the next day as well, a lot of visibility. So they're going to be bringing a lot of traffic. And most of the businesses that already have a real good ranking position for their products, they're going to be receiving ton of new users. So if you have in the right place your keywords, you do the testing. Now is the time to do the testing, not tomorrow. You will be receiving a real good outcome from all of that. So it's basically effort. You need to put some effort, more effort in the listings, because you're going to be having more competition tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned you should have at least 3 picks, but it seems more and more video is becoming even more important in terms of just how people communicate. What role? Because I go, I'm in Amazon and I buy a lot of techie gear stuff, and I like the pictures, but I love the videos. I love to see how people are using it, or the illustration of how you can use it. How important is video in these listings compared to kind of the traditional 3 pictures that you mentioned?
Yes, that's a really great question. And of course, 3 pictures are just the minimum. So if you have less than that, better don't do it, right? But if you want more, of course, have 5, 7, 10 pictures. I love to see pictures, but as you, I believe you are also a savvy customer, savvy buyer as me. I really love videos. And that's one of the trends that we are also following in terms of this post-pandemic era, that people they tend to they tend to love more videos. And we're talking about products. Well, basically, Amazon is the winner here. More than 60% of the users worldwide, in terms of internet, they are searching for product videos, not on Google, but on Amazon. And they want to see a beautiful video on how to use it, how this product can be working in different situations. I don't know, raining, cold, whatever. Their imagination, right? So in this case, video is the ultimate weapon for attracting more people. I know you need to have a really interesting video, a real operative cameraman, or if you have a production and an agency that is working with your product, that's even better. But there are a lot of entrepreneurs, solopreneurs that are on Amazon that they cannot afford that. They have their own phone. They are doing for example, the unboxing. They are still trending for videos on Amazon, and they're going to be showing you. At least you show the product, that the product is real, how it feels when someone is touching it, and that's a really winner strategy out there.
And you mentioned you trying to get reviews. Does Amazon do anything? Does it help to have not only like the written reviews, but now you're seeing these video reviews from actual users and buyers. How does that fit into this equation?
Well, yes, that's the part of the the trust part on any e-commerce, not only in Amazon. The real business for any e-commerce, even more for Amazon because they're so big, is make to users, to the customers, to buy not only once, but make them come back for more. So make them buy more the next time and the third time, and that's going to be like a tradition, like this Prime Day. So in this case, when users they are leaving their videos, that's fantastic. If you can go to your admin section for your for your product listings for the products that you are offering, and you receive a video, you need to put that in the front page because that's the like using an influencer. If you are into e-commerce business, you know that influencers they are a really powerful driver for future shoppers, right? In Amazon, it works the same way. Your customers, they are your power users, they're power customers, they are your influencers. And when they are leaving you a video review comment, of course, the video needs to be in your favor, right? If it's not, you need to be you need to be giving an explanation why the product is not working that well, or why the box was not in a good shape, right? But still, you need to be aware that video is the ultimate weapon this year and I believe for years to come.
So you just mentioned the influencers, and I just sort of popped the question in my head. We're talking a lot about, of course, Amazon because Prime Day is coming up, and people buy when they go to the Amazon site. They go to buy. Well, maybe they go to browse, but most people not only browse, they want to browse to buy something. But more and more, when you think about the influencers, and you think about, for example, YouTube influencers, I'd spend a ton of time watching how to's, or here's how you do this with this. Oh, there's a new laptop, a new MacBook, and then there's tons of influencers that have already put out their videos, giving their take on it, doing the benchmarking. I find that really fascinating. But the other piece of that puzzle is I think most of them have affiliate links in there so that if you like what you see, then they want you to click on their link, which is back to Amazon, and hopefully you'll buy, and then they get their percentage. How important is that part of this going forward, particularly, not just for Amazon Prime Day, but this whole holiday shopping season, getting influencers to review or talk about your stuff in their videos and then pointing back to your product with an affiliate link?
Well, there are when there come to influencers, I really love and enjoy that topic because I was working with them as well. With most of them, of course, we have the micro influencers that you can have not only 2, 3 big influencers, but you can have 100 or 200 or 300 micro influencers that they're going to be attracting even more people in some cases. When we're talking about influencer marketing, we also need to talk about affiliate marketing. And during this, let's say, this is not a holiday season. During these marketing days, as the Prime Day that we're going to be having tomorrow, the influencer marketing is, of course, at the top because the links are going to be working there. Maybe the offer that you're going to be receiving, that's something that users, customers need to be checking. The offer is not the same that are going to be receiving from the page because the price is too different. So there are specific landing pages, specific URLs for affiliates. They're going to be using those. Of course, they want to receive the best offers for these days as well, but they need to be talking with their affiliate managers within same Amazon or with the product owners, with the products that they are working with. That's the case for micro influencers. They have their affiliate links. They need to be passing through the same products or maybe some discount products. That's part of the organization of tomorrow's day. I've been checking. Well, basically, they are offering also really good deals. When we're talking about big influencers, the thing is working different because they want to be receiving not an affiliate link, they want to be receiving percentage of the sales for their ads, for their posts, for their mention. But that's another different story. The prices are really high when we're talking about Instagram. Nowadays is TikTok. Everything is based on TikTok. Um, but the price is quite different. So, in one hand, we have affiliate marketing that is working as unusual, let's say usual Black Friday. At the other hand, we have the big influencers that are working at the same with their promotional ads, post content, comments, and advertising. But it's, it's as well a really interesting topic to follow.
Wow, man, Fernando, this has been really interesting. And I mean, tomorrow is Prime Day. I don't know. Maybe there's some things that maybe you may be a little too late to take full advantage of. But for the rest of the holiday season, what are some of the maybe the top couple things that a small retailer who does not have the big bucks to get that big name influencer, but they have they have time and some money that try to optimize their opportunity for this holiday season, because it feels like time is ticking. I mean, it almost feels like tomorrow, if not already, has started the process, and there's going to be a limited amount of dollars, and they seem to be aimed to be spent sooner rather than later. So, what can folks do to take advantage of this?
Well, I'm going to be mentioning three things to take advantage of this. The first thing is about exploring several variations of the keywords for your products. In this case, you need to go after those keywords that are alternative uses of the product, not only the direct use of your product, right? I recently bought an electric scooter, right? But I was thinking, okay, this looks like a motorcycle to me. But inside of the content, I was reading something about you can have this scooter only for your region. So the content really engaged me to buy that product. And it was not telling me, because there was another type of variation of the content telling me that if you are into the motorcycle world, you want to be more green and stuff like that. That was not for me, right? I believe that kind of content works for a lot of people, but that was not for me. But for me, it was something more, not that motorcycle. It was something more for newbies, right? So work with different approaches for your product, different type of uses. You can find that as well with your competitors. That's the first thing. The second thing is if Amazon says something is optional, uh, still your listings needs to be just up to date for different for example, for different variations or for secondary products that are a good fit for your first product. In this case, you when someone is trying to leave your product, the next product that Amazon is going to be offering can be yours as well. So still work well with the content that you are working, and think ahead about what is the second product that fits well with the first choice. That's the second thing. And the last thing is well, tools like Salesforce and of course Semrush can help you easily monitor listing changes and help you, of course, to make more important what you are doing on Amazon. If you have your analytics, your competitors, your keywords, the content that you're creating with your keywords, and you're tracking that, you will have really good results.
I would assume too that if you're kind of a smaller retailer and the products that you're offering are, I don't want to say, well, let's say you're competing in competitive with areas like electronics or something like that. You're gonna have to dig deep, right? I mean, you're gonna have to really try to figure out all the keywords you can and all the scenarios you can, because it's going to be kind of hard to compete on the front end or the top end, where the big guys are. But if you're able to figure out alternative usage, different ways of describing things that could still potentially help you hit the mark, at least you're able to kind of set yourself apart and give yourself an opportunity. Because if you're competing on things that are so, I don't know if commoditized is the right word or not, but if it's something that everybody is offering, it makes it very difficult for you to hit the mark.
Oh yeah, that's correct. And here you need to add creativity. Creative. Let me give you a really nice example that I was checking last year on Black Friday. I was looking for a light setup. So to make really good pictures or videos. I believe you have a really good setup, a lighting setup, right?
Oh, thanks.
When I was reading the description of some of them, I remember that I was reading something like this: Are you feel alone? Do you feel alone? Are you single? Well, we cannot help you with that, but we can help you making you look better. Fantastic, so fantastic. They got me right. So just making some improvements, making some I don't know, using another set of words when you're offering a product. That's something that right now is a real good differentiator.
Oh, this is great. So Fernando, how does SEM Rush help with this?
Basically, all those differentiators or all those keywords that are related to a product, you can find it easily in SEMrush. We have this tool that is even called Keyword Magic Tool. And the amount of keywords that we have there is just endless. We have billions and billions of keywords, and you are typing, for example, the name of your product. Let's say you're offering, I don't know, say Samsung S22. You just put that there. You will receive it with tremendous amount of numbers and KPIs. How people are searching for that product. So how to use an S22 or best features of the Samsung S22, or why do I need to switch from S21 to S22? And let me see the numbers here. I have another 23,000 other words that are related to that product. So with 23,000 ideas to create content, I believe you can find the right content for the right person that is looking for that. That's how SEMrush can help. That's just the basic part of how a SEMrush can help. If you want to write, for example, a really interesting piece of content, we have other tools that can help you analyze: is this piece of content original? Is good for SEO? The tone of voice is the right fit for a product. Because if you are selling, I don't know, medical equipment, you cannot be talking with the user as you are selling, for example, Pokemons or manga toys, right? The tone of voice needs to be different. This is the kind of stuff that tools like SEMrush can help you with.
Awesome. And it just feels like even with all this great rich content with pictures and video, you still need the text. You still need the words, the right words to really capture people's attention, at least for the foreseeable future, right?
It is. It is. You need to do the whole cycle. You need to have the text, not only whatever text. You need to have the right format of the text. You need to be having lists, ordered numbers. You need to not. You don't need to write walls of text, but only paragraphs that people can easily follow with a smartphone. If you have a lot of text in your phone, oh, you're gonna say, oh my God, this is an ebook. I don't want to read this. I'm not here to read this. I just want to hear the right sentence and be engaged with that. And then the pictures, the videos, the recommendations, the reviews, the stars, all of that makes the whole picture about the product. And the final decision is upon the customer, of course.
Well, Fernando, thank you for taking time to explain all this, and I would love to be able to maybe talk a little bit down the line and see how things are going, and see how it was kind of just picking your brain and seeing what you're seeing as this shopping season unfolds. Where can people go to learn more about some of the things that we just talked about?
Oh, definitely. We have our main page, which is semrush.com. If you want to learn more about the reports, the research that we're doing, you can go to resources, watch our research, our ebooks as well, and read the content that we are offering for
Awesome.
free, of course. The content that we are creating is for free.
And that's even better. All right.
It's even better,
Thank,
yeah.
thanks again, man. And thanks everybody for checking this out. And I will see you later this week with the CRM players. Have a great rest of the day.